If you don't like to be in the recording, please see me, I'll blur out your face. And guys, just out of curiosity, if you have seen me speak before, can you raise your hand? Okay, newer crowd. If we haven't met, my name is Wu. I run a company called LinkMe. It's a small team of 11 people, all working hard to make sure you look legit when people Google or ask AI about you. And I'm gonna run you through a quick slide today on how to crush your online presence. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'll share a 20-second story as to why this stuff matters. I was chatting with a top producer in Newport Beach. He does 20 million in sales volume-ish every year. And he came to me and said, can you build my online presence? I said, yes, but why? What makes you want to do this now? You've known me for years. He says this, he has this particular client, and this client is an entire family, in that every member of that family has bought and sold real estate with Luis. And Luis got the listing from the grandma. It was time for a grandmother to sell her home. And he obviously got the listing, easy deal for him. Everybody in that family trusts him. Luis gets a call from the grandma. And the grandma says, hey, before we signed with you, we decided to interview another agent. And Luis is panicking. He's like, fuck, what? Sorry. He's like, he said that, not me. He's like, shoot, what did I do wrong? And he asked the grandma why. And grandma said, well, my granddaughter did research on you and she wasn't able to find a lot of reviews. And she found another agent with a ton of reviews that looks awesome. And they wanted to interview that agent before signing with Luis. So Luis said, he's a professional. He says, well, I would love the same opportunity to sit down with you and discuss this. So Luis shows up to the grandma's house and he says, look, I've sold over 200 homes in your city. Who's this other agent you're looking to hire? And grandma gives him the business card. Luis looks him up in the MLS. This agent who supposedly looked awesome online has sold 2 homes. Yeah. And so the grandma couldn't believe it. She was like, well, that can't be right. This guy had a lot of reviews and looked awesome. And Luis said, right. I mean, would you rather hire somebody who's done it for 200 times or someone who looks good and has done it for 2 times only? And Luis got the deal back. The point is, he told me, I have it in recording, I'm not making this up. He says, it doesn't matter how good of an agent I actually am. If people can't see that when they research me online, they're just gonna pick somebody that looks prettier than you. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I don't have anything to sell you today. I just simply want you to follow this along to improve your online presence. If that sounds good, can I get a yay? Okay, let's get started. So I got this quote from NAR. They did consumer studies on this, and they found over 90% of clients research you before reaching out. It makes sense. I would do the same thing. So we're gonna put that to the test. We're gonna pretend like we're consumers doing our research on us. So I need everybody to pull out their cell phone, go to Google. Some of you know where this is going. Go to Google and type in your first name, last name, realtor. Yeah. First name, last name, realtor on Google. I'll give you guys 10 seconds and see what pops up. I just want you to pay attention to the first 3 links that show up and actually click each link and see how you're being displayed right now. Some of you are smiling, good. Some of you are not smiling, that's okay. Click the first 3 links and see how you're being displayed right now. And can you give me a thumbs up when you have done so I know where everybody's at? You look prettier and younger, that is good. Okay, I'll give you guys 5 more seconds. This is what consumers are doing. Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Question number 1, can you raise your hand up high if you showed up? Raise your hand, this should be everybody. Raise your hand if you showed up. If you didn't raise your hand, that's okay. Sometimes there's another agent from a different brokerage with the same name that shows up. That's okay. Question number 2, can you raise your hand up high if within the first 3 links you saw reviews? Raise your hand. We're talking Zillow reviews, Google reviews, Yelp, Realtor.com. Okay, less than half of you, got it. Last question, branding. How many of you, this is important, look like the same person on each platform? Raise your hand. We're talking same headshot, same company, same market, same name. 4 people, really? 8 people. Okay, guys, this is what consumers do in seconds. John Smith Realtor, his website, his Instagram, there's his Facebook. If you have a different picture on each platform, it's creating confusion. So make sure you have the same photo everywhere. Okay, with that, you guys can put down the phones now. Some of you are on Instagram watching Reels. Put it down. I need you to pay attention to the screen now because we're going to audit real estate agents' online presence. And Ed, it would have been fun if I picked 2 agents from your office and I ripped them apart online, but I didn't want to potentially embarrass anybody, so I just picked 2 random agents, okay? So in this presentation, we're gonna break down and compare an agent with a weak online presence and an agent with a strong online presence. And we're gonna find out what really makes your online presence strong, okay? And by the end of the presentation, you will know exactly what to do to look like a top producer, whether you're new or you're an actual top producer, to look like a top producer, yay. let's get started. We're gonna look at three things. These three buckets make up your online presence. Your Google presence, your website quality, and your branding and social media. When clients search, who's the best realtor in Pasadena, ChatGPT or other AI tools are referencing these. So we're gonna focus on these. Starting with Google presence. Here's an example of what a weak online presence looks like, and this is Joyce. I blocked out her last name because, any Joyce in the room? Okay, thank God. Okay. Because we're using it as a bad example, I'm protecting her identity. Joyce, last name realtor is what I Googled. We see realtor.com, LinkedIn, and some US phone books website that has nothing to do with real estate. You guys answer this. Do you see reviews? Do you see a picture of her? Do you see her website? Okay. Do you see Instagram or Facebook? Two most popular platforms. Right. And so for that reason, I'm gonna give it a sad face. The reason for that is because imagine this. I just met Joyce at an open house. I get back into my car and I quickly Google her name just to make sure she's legit. I don't see any reviews and I don't see a picture of her. No bueno. Here's an example for a great online presence. This is Evelyn, one of our clients. When I Google Evelyn T. Realtor, what is the first thing you guys notice? Her picture. Exactly. You can immediately put a face next to her name. This is called your Google business profile. And now, last time I was here, I drilled you guys on the importance of having a Google page. So let's prove it. Can you raise your hand if you have a Google business profile? How did it become less? Guys, if you don't have one, there's no reason as to why you shouldn't have this. This is absolutely free to have. If you don't have your Google page, it's like not having Instagram. What are we doing? It's like 2026. You need a Google page for 4 reasons. You can put your picture. You guys all said the first thing you noticed was her picture. Immediately putting a face next to her name. We see her market in the service area. If we look at her name, it says Evelyn T, Mission Viejo Realtor, 300 plus families served across OC. So if this person was you, you would say your name, Pasadena Realtor, years of experience, like 10 years of experience, or the number of families you helped across your market. Super important. And can you guys see how many reviews she has on Google? She has 94 freaking 5 stars. Any new agents in the room? Okay, my man, I got you. If you're brand new and you don't have 50 clients yet to ask for reviews, I need you to do this. Put together an Excel spreadsheet with anyone and everyone that can make a comment about your work ethic or character. Yes, that includes Ed. Yes, that includes your TC, broker, lender, title rep, your escrow officer, and your friends and family. As long as they can make a specific comment about your work ethic or character from their experience, it's a legitimate review. You do that twice a day, just 2 times a day. By the end of the month, you're at 65 stars. Doable? Okay, it gets even better. On Zillow, she has 81 5 stars. On Realtor.com, she has 3 5 stars. On Yelp, she has 13. So Ed, let me ask you this. You meet 2 agents. You're considering hiring them. You interview them. You Google them. The first agent looks like this. The second agent looks like this. Now here's a really tough question, Ed. I need you to really think about it. Which agent would you feel comfortable going through with based on what you see?
Well, we would take Evelyn, but Joyce would be an opportunity to help her improve.
That's a great answer. Yeah, most people would say this. Right, exactly. Okay, so on Google, I'm gonna say 1 out of 5 for Joyce because the only thing that I was able to find was her LinkedIn. I guess that's professional, so I'm gonna give her 1 point. On Evelyn, I'm gonna give her 5 out of 5 because she has her Google page, site, headshot, reviews, everything. Okay, that's Google. Website is what we're gonna look at next. Website. I've looked at probably over 3,000 real estate agents' website in my career, and here's what most agents' website look like. Your company name, your name, work with us, lead capture form, you're putting your name, phone number, email, and then that's about it. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. When you're designing your website, just remember this. The only reason why people visit your website is because they're looking to either buy or sell, period. And so as soon as people land on your site, show them your branding, your own branding, and then ask them 2 questions. Are you looking to buy or are you looking to sell? If I click I'm looking to sell, you take me to a seller's page and show me what it looks like working with you. The first step in selling your home is we gotta get your property evaluated, then we do this, then we do that. Oh, by the way, here's a client, we netted 40K over asking price. Also, get a free resources here. Get your free seller's guide, enter your email, where should I send it to? Get a free home evaluation, enter your address and email, where should I send it to? That type of natural lead capture has to be in place. If you just have a contact us form, it's not gonna do shit for you. I'm just being real. No one will fill that out unless they're trying to sell you something. Okay, so let's take a look at Evelyn's site first. The first thing we see is her own branding, Evelyn T. Homes. And to stay in compliance with her brokerage, she includes the brokerage logo in a small print. And if we look at her domain, it's evelynt.com, and we see the lead funnel here for sellers, home valuation. But what about for buyers? She doesn't work with buyers. She's a listing agent, and she gives all the buyer leads to her team. As we scroll down, we see her stats, 300 plus closed sales, 175 in total volume, price range, average price. If you have stats, as in you have years of experience or the number of families you helped, say so. If you're brand new and you don't have impressive stats, you can syndicate different data points, such as we're working with an agent, brand new agent. He's the 4th generation Laguna Beach resident. That's a stat that you can leverage. To people who want to move to Laguna Beach, that stuff matters. Or you can say 4.9 out of 5 customer satisfaction or client satisfaction. And that picture we saw somewhere, didn't we? That's the same picture that was on our Google page, consistency. So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Joyce's website, she didn't have one, salad face. Branding on social media are what we're gonna look at last. And your branding, okay. Branding just means what do people associate your name with? It originates from when people used to like brand cows. If it says Jimmy and you like Jimmy, you may return the cow. Or if you hate Jimmy, you may kill the cow. So it really influences people's behavior based on their relationship with you. So looking at her Instagram, her username is Evelyn T. Homes. Now real quick, I work with agents who created their Instagram like 15 years ago and their username looks like this. LMB47 exclamation point. First name, last name, realtor, home, real estate. So people can find you. So headshot is the same headshot we saw everywhere else. And in your bio, that come from a place of love. Like if you like coffee lover, dog mom, no one cares. Just put in what people care to see. Your stats, years of experience, your volume, the market you serve, serving Orange County and beyond, and your contact info. Imagine my dad was, found you on Instagram and he got on your profile. He's not gonna click DM. He's looking for a phone number to call you. So if you don't have your contact info, at the very least, put your email address on here. All right, and real quick on content, I'm not a social media expert, but I'm just gonna say what I've seen that work very well. Who here posts just sold or just listed flyer posts? Raise your hand. I know you do, raise your hand. Thank you. No one gives a shit. It doesn't work. And I'll tell you why. Imagine you follow your dentist on Instagram and your dentist posts just clean teeth. You guys laugh, but what does that make you feel like? It's like, no shit, that's your job, right? And so I get that you want to say that you're producing, but instead of posting just closed or just listed, just sold, turn it into a video in one of these 3 ways. How many people hate filming videos and you're just shy in front of a camera? Anybody? Perfect. Guys, use this. Give people a virtual tour of the property. Like here's the kitchen, remodeled kitchen, backyard, blah, blah, blah. There's a reason why these massive shows like HGTV are big. People just love staring at nice homes through a screen. Or you can say, just sold, 40K over asking, here's how we did it. Sell this story, not this. Or just closed in 14 days, here's how we did it. They care about this anyways. They don't care that you did this. And so I get that you're wanting to post like your volume, production, all of that good stuff. Turn it into a video. You're gonna get much better engagement. And so yeah, awesome. And Joyce's Instagram, I typed in Joyce, her last name, realtor. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she has her name under like LMB47, so that's the exact reason why we need to put our name in our username. Okay, so this is Facebook for Evelyn. Again, same picture, social banner that's branded to her, same name and same market. 18 years of experience and over 300 families served. Serving Mission Viejo and OC. Same branding message, same headshot, same company, same name everywhere. And if we look at her contact info here, it's Evelyn at evelynt.com, not Evelyn sells OC at Yahoo. And so small things like this at a level that I recommend every agent to go, which is luxury, that stuff matters. It's $8 per month that you pay to Google Workspace. It's so worth it. It'll just make you look just that much more professional. And Ed, love you, man, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. I don't recommend agents using their brokerage emails because a lot of them come to us and say, well, I switched brokerages and now my old email is not working. Can you help me? And I'm like, love that. Yeah. I need you to work with Ed for the rest of your life. Yeah. And so my recommendation is stay with Compass and or invest in your personal email that can stay with you forever. Because anybody here moved brokerages before? Okay, your old brokerage's email, it's gone. If clients are emailing you that, it's not going through. And so, yeah, that's my tip there. Okay, Joyce Facebook. I looked up Joyce blank realtor. I don't see her. And so I'm not sure what's going on. Sad face. So here's a recap of what we just took a look at. This is Evelyn and what her branding looks like. Same brand, same headshot, same logo, same market, same branding message everywhere. This is what I want every agent in this room to look like when clients research your name. Versus Joyce. So I hope I made it clear as to why and how your online presence works for you. And I want to be super clear here. Investing in your online presence is not going to generate leads out of thin air. It's not a lead generation tool, but it's more so of an insurance. What I mean by that is, it'll stop you from losing the good leads who ghost you after Googling your name because they didn't see what they wanted to see. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. And so, wrapping it up, Joyce got a 1 out of 15 and Evelyn got 15 out of 15. And what's crazy, that's a 15x in difference. Evelyn is not looking 2 to 3 times better than Joyce. She's looking 1,500% better than Joyce to the eyes of a potential client, which is crazy. Okay, bottom line is when clients Google you, what do they see? Another client of ours, David Borja Realtor. When I Google his name, this is what we see. His picture, his market, probate, divorce, reviews everywhere, and his website. But clients are not doing that anymore. At least people my age are doing this. They're just bypassing straight to ChatGPT and saying, is David Borja with Keller Williams a good realtor? This is what GPT says. My take, is he a good realtor? Yes, based on what I found, David Borja appears to be a good realtor with many strong points. He seems honest, communicative, and patient. How does GPT know this? It's because it's reading your reviews. Again, that's why we need to have hella reviews. If I were you, I would feel comfortable interviewing him or getting a consultation. So if I'm thinking about hiring David as my buyer's agent or seller's agent, and I hear this, do you think I would feel comfortable working with David? 1000%. Yes. Or Joyce, this is what we saw on Google. This is what GPT says. Now you know why I blocked out her name. Is Joyce, her last name, with her company a good realtor? This is what GPT says when you don't have a good online presence. What I didn't find a lot of detailed recent reviews, and then it says this, things to check. Warning sign. It says, because I didn't find many recent detailed client reviews, you'll want to ask referrals or past clients to hear their experience. So if I'm considering listing my home with Joyce and I hear this, what are the likelihood that I'm going to pull through with that? Not high, right? And so, yeah, from the 2 examples, I hope I made it clear as to how your online presence works for you or against you. We're going to wrap it up now. I promised you that at the end of the presentation, I'll show you exactly what to do to look like a top producer. Here are 13 things Evelyn had that Joyce didn't have. Feel free to take a snapshot of this. If I'm Joyce today and I have nothing, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Google business profile set up and get my reviews to 50 plus, asking friends, colleagues, past clients. Without reviews, you're invisible online. Okay, I'll wait 2 seconds. I see people taking pictures. So I'll show you a real life example here. And I'll show you, I'll drive to your head as to why and how this can lose you money. I'm going to show you a real life example with Tina Wang, an agent we helped. I looked at her Google and I gave her a 0. Here's why. I Googled Tina Wang Realtor and I gave her a 0. Based on what we discussed today, can anybody tell me why? Different brokerages? Okay. Anybody else? Oh, she's got the call number here. It's a trick question, I know. The reason why I gave her a 0 is because this isn't our Tina. Let me say it again. This is a wrong Tina. Yeah. Our Tina is with Remax. And this Tina is with the best brokerage in the world, Compass. Did I do that right? Right, and so in fact, our Tina Wang with Remax is one of the top producers at our office. She will do a great job with her clients. Her clients would refer business to our Tina, and they Google her name and they see this. So what do you think the referrals were doing? They're calling a wrong Tina. Tough way to grow your business. And of course, we fixed that, so our Tina shows up first. Site, realtor.com to our Tina. Okay, here's an example of when you don't look established. This is Maria. Ed, do you know Maria? She's a director with CAR. No? Producing agent. She wanted to get into the luxury market. I took a look at her online stuff. This is what I found. Does this make her look like a premium, high-end luxury real estate agent? No. If your headshot looks like a DMV photo from 2011, we have a problem. So this is what we made her look like. Would you guys say there's a mile in difference in terms of how she's being perceived online? Yeah. This is the same agent, but just by changing how we are being perceived online, crazy stuff. Okay, and I'll show you just 2 more. This is a team already. The first mistake they made is going with Remax, not Compass. I got you, Ed. And this is what they stuff look like. They now look like this. First thing they need to see is a video of you if they clicked on your site. So that's what we incorporated. And this is Kaylee, brand new agent, and we made her look like this. And so my point is this. I don't want you to lose a deal or potentially lose a deal that you're working on to a new agent who looks better than you and who looks like who produces more than you. And so, again, I don't have anything to sell you guys today. I'll get your credit cards eventually. That's a joke. My offer for you guys today is simple. 100% free. I'm offering a brand analysis over a one-on-one call. What that means is this. You show up to this call and my team and I are gonna rip you apart online. If something sucks, we'll tell you that it sucks. If something needs to be fixed, we'll tell you that it needs to be fixed. We are straight shooters. We have two outcomes of this call. Outcome number one, I show you what to fix and you fix it yourself. If you're tech savvy, don't hire us. Just fix it yourself. I'll show you what to fix. Outcome number two, I show you the fixes and we do the fixes. And so I like to do business a very simple way, but that's my gift to you in showing you what needs to be fixed to improve your online presence. If you were like that, scan this QR code. Oh no, I'm not gonna open this to everybody just because my time is also valuable. And so it's gonna ask you a few questions. And if it sounds like we can help you, it'll let you book a call with me. And so scan this. If you're far away, just type in Woo Kim Official on any browser and you'll go to that as well. All right, was that useful? Yeah. Okay, thanks for having me.